Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it. Malachi 3:10. Such profound words from a sacred text. They depict tithing as a divine call to generosity, a spiritual discipline that, when practiced with faith, promises abundant blessings. Consider the tale of Elizabeth, a single mother from a small town in Kansas. Struggling to make ends meet, Elizabeth found herself living paycheck to paycheck. One Sunday, in the midst of her financial hardship, she heard a sermon about tithing. The minister spoke of it as an act of faith, a testament to one's trust in divine providence. Despite her tight budget, Elizabeth decided to tithe, setting aside 10% of her income for her church. Months passed by, and Elizabeth noticed a shift. She didn't suddenly come into a large sum of money or win the lottery as some might hope, but rather, her financial situation began to stabilize. She found herself able to meet her expenses with a bit left over. More importantly, she felt a peace she hadn't experienced before, a sense of security and trust that things would work out. Then, there's the story of Jordan, a successful businessman from New York City. Jordan had always been skeptical about tithing. He questioned why he should give away a percentage of his hard-earned money. Yet, after a conversation with a close friend about the spiritual benefits of tithing, he decided to give it a try. Jordan began tithing, not out of obligation, but out of a desire to cultivate generosity. Over time, he noticed a change not in his bank account, but in himself. He felt more connected to his community, more in tune with his spiritual side. He found joy in giving, in knowing that his contribution was making a difference. Tithing isn't just about giving money. It's about cultivating a mindset of generosity, a spirit of giving that extends beyond the walls of a church or a religious institution. It's about trusting in something greater, about acknowledging that all we have is not solely a result of our efforts, but a blessing from above. As we conclude, ponder over this. If we were to view everything we possess not as something we own, but as something we've been entrusted with, how would that change our perspective on tithing? Could it transform it from an obligation to a joy, from a duty to a privilege? Mull over that, and perhaps you'll discover a new understanding of tithing, one that enriches not just the receiver but the giver as well.